Welcome back to the Roxy Pro, gearing up for a big one here. Lakey Peterson taking on Tyler Wright. Tyler will have an opportunity now to really close the gap between herself and Sally Fitzgibbons on the Jeep leaderboard. Sally falling out of the mix thanks to Carissa Moore in the first semi-final, but Lakey Peterson's not going to be a pushover. She's been putting up her best numbers this season and for 2 victories in 3 seconds. And she's up at the moment, getting this one started, drawing off the bottom.
Oh,
throws everything at the first turn.
Gosh, you cringe at every time you see that knee buckle that close.
Now Lakey has an opportunity to steal that #1 position in the early start.
Nobody here to catch them. So up where they're sitting, there's a defined peak. A nice right-hander, as you can see right here, Lakey. Big sweep back into the corner. Beautiful surfing right there, super strong. Great rail surfing. She's going to get out of that one. There's a
Auntie Judy's as well with Owens. Young Sung Valley over here as well. Here goes Tyler. Look at this start. A lot of power unloaded in that first move. And doing well just to add for that first turn. Had a lot of points in it. As did this one from Lakey Peterson. What a great reply. And it just seems like these 2 semi-finalists are really starting to click out here in this lineup. As Lakey loads up for something solid on the inside. Hammers the lip and gets the finish.
Yeah, she loved it. Now it starts to wear. It gets a little bit more painful. Let's take a look at first Lakey Peterson, and she gets a combo of moves there. That was very strong. Right into the bottom turn. Another strong maneuver. Very similar, but it's okay because the strength of those 2 turns were very nice. Those are major moves linked together with just bottom turns. And then here, a nice steep section, and she attacks it. This is going to be a good number. This is going to be the best number of the heat.
She's clapping herself. She liked the feel of it.
Again, just the technique she has. You know, that arc all the way around right in the critical section. That was the second maneuver. So she already had 2 solid turns outside, and then this adds another 1.5 just attacking that section. She did not hold back whatsoever.
Love the grab on the rail too. Always a lot of torque and a lot of feeling in Lakey surfing. And this will be a great exchange to bring up on a split screen because it was pretty similar. Big turns on the outside and the finish right there at the end on the shoreline.
So again, you see that knee, she had to kind of lay off of it. Didn't want to torque too hard. Second maneuver not as good, being that the wave had flattened out. First wave of the set, cleaner first section. And then not nearly as critical on the end. She does get a finish. Very similar waves, you know, really that flat part of the wave in the midsection and then getting a closeout for the final move. But this carve right here, beautiful. Look at that. She starts off way up in that steep section. You saw at the end, though, she had to kind of back off on it.
I think you're right, though. Lakey's finish so strong. I think it's going to help her get the exchange. One thing that Tyler was able to do this year was get over to Jeffreys Bay during the men's event. And there was so much surf after that contest finish. She got so much time in the lineup to really work on her forehand carves.
Yeah, and there you go. That's some J-Bay action right there. And she got a lot of waves. You know, she paddled for waves that she wanted. No one bugged her.
Right, a 7.43. So Lakey out front, looking to get rid of a 4.33 here. A couple of aggressive hits on the outside before rolling through to this final section. A couple of lumps on the face, but so far dealing with it very well. And she'll kick out. And right behind her, Tyler Wright taking off under the lip. Big layback jam, mixing things up, which is something she does so well. So 3 pretty different moves. Bit of a 2-stage cutback there. But just trying to keep the momentum coming through to the inside. Tail slides. And then pops out of that ride. Previous exchange.
I don't know. I mean, both these waves really nice. But that turn there was straight in that vertical section. Again, with the layback. We talk about 3 different moves. And she gets a finish as well. I mean, how fun do the waves look? I mean, there's lots of opportunity. Very nice. Clean walls of wind still offshore. Very strong first maneuver. That's always good. Judges will love those big open turns on that outside section, especially if they're a steeper section like we saw. How good has the drone footage been, too? These guys have been right on it.
Well, how much credit will she get for the variety on that ride? We'll see in a moment, but I think maybe a little more committed through those first couple of turns here from Tyler. That was huge.
That was huge, you know, and again, you worry about the knee every time she goes and compresses like that with all that energy, but she seems to be doing just fine. That brace holding it together. And look at this two-wave total. So the exchange going to Tyler Wright.
An 8.13, but not enough to see Tyler into the lead, but she chips away at the #1 position that Lakey's holding at the moment. Just a lot of fight, and Tyler Wright at the moment. But she needs another big one. She needs a better ride than that.
What a camp.
An 8.48. Glenn Hall, well, he liked it a lot.
Mick Fanning,
I heard
Connor
him
Coffin,
say that's a 10.
Fletch. Now to the replay. That's what they get to go do. There we go. Let's take a look at Lakey's wave. This one came in at a 7.17. Some nice turns, very quick, and you're talking aggressive, and that's what I feel like, aggressive maneuvers. And again, you know, I think that the difference for me is the variety.
Well, it's just a personal.
To be the best at adapting and continue to improve. Like heading into Maui, I definitely want to be on the front foot. I want to attack and definitely not going anywhere.
Right. Well, Sally, great surfing. We can't wait to see what you do in Maui. Back to you guys.
Sally Fitzgibbon still smiling. Rare that she's not. A little bit about the last exchange. 7.17 and the 8.13.
You know, and just watching it, I mean, very similar waves. I just felt like the second maneuver of Lakey's a little stronger.
It might be the injury, but I think it's fair to say Lakey's surfing with a lot more speed.
Yeah, and then again, that's a significant.
Last ride, she only had a couple of turns, but there was much more quality in the moves than a 7.17, and she's actually pushed further ahead here. She's got a 7.77. Big positive. It's just the increase in this swell as we have another look at Lakey's 7.77.
Bang, that's the turn that we haven't seen, especially on that outside section. We saw it on the inside section, and just two maneuvers, but she
have improving her position. Lakey Peterson taking that wave. 55 seconds to go. Nervous times for Lakey now.
A little blocking right there.
Tyler always very gracious in this situation. She'll hug it out with Lakey, congratulate her on another championship tour win. They've been hard to come by for Lakey Peterson. She's fought so hard, but what a great effort, taking it to one of the form surfers in the event.